We do microchipping for each of these birds, like the ones that we're monitoring, with the idea being that we've got like an independent identification for each of them, so we can see if they're returning back to the same nesting site they were hatched in, and it gives us an idea of a little bit more information around recruitment, a little bit more information around survival, and just helps us build that picture of what's happening with Kororā. Primarily what we're gathering is like presence-absence data, so we're just seeing if our nest boxes are being used. We've got an untagged male in here. This male is one that isn't currently in our monitored population. Because he's on those young chicks, we're just going to leave it that way at the moment. But those are 2 more chicks that we will be able to add to our data set in the next few weeks. So this is another one that we've found in the last month with a penguin detector dog. So he came through here and locked in on that little entrance just down in there. So these guys, they don't often make burrows themselves, so it's likely that this is a repurposed rat burrow or something that he's, that they've gone in there and just sort of fleshed out a little bit more. Even though this is a dog prohibited area, we have so many dog walkers that are, just coming in on this path that's 2 and a bit metres away from a very, very smelly bird that attracts a lot of, unwanted attention. We've had far too many birds killed this year through dog attacks. Just around this coast alone, I think we've had 4 so far in the last 12 months. Like 4 deaths on paper, to some people might not seem like a huge amount, but for every single one of those deaths, if their partner is already incubating eggs, that partner is now no longer getting food, not getting the opportunity to go forage for food, so those are 2 eggs that are abandoned. If that's chicks, that's 2 chicks that are abandoned. So, the big picture, 1 penguin being killed can have far, far, far more dire consequences. The biggest threats are dog attacks and vehicle strikes, and both of those are so easy to fix. We just need people to know that they're here. And then once people know where they are, we know how to protect them, right? Like it's really simple things. It's keeping your dog on a lead if you're at the beach. It's not letting your dogs go into dog prohibited areas. It's driving slow around the coast when these guys are coming in, and we know that they nest on the other side of the road everywhere. Once they know that there are penguins here, people do want to do the right thing. I think it's really cool in Wellington. We've had people get behind like Capital Kiwi and Predator Free Wellington starting here in Miramar. The social movement that's got them behind that is what really let those things take off. And if we can foster something like that for Kororā, then they'll be golden.